NASA plans to swear in their leader, Raila Odinga, are complete. Yeah? And the latest is that he'll be sworn in just before Christmas or immediately after Christmas. Now, what seems to be emerging is that under very, very, very considerable pressure, Raila Odinga finally succumbed to that pressure and postponed his own swearing in. Okay? Reason: to allow room for negotiations. Okay? So all the other conspiracy theories do not hold water. Yeah, because there's a lot of things been said. There's been tons and tons of things which have been said about the postponement of the Raila Odinga swearing in. In fact, let's just quote him verbatim. Let's quote Raila verbatim so that we all understand that what I'm saying is absolutely the truth. This is what Raila said in Kilifi yesterday, and I quote, "Kenya is a ticking time bomb. Just a small ignition and it explodes. That's why I restrained myself over the last few days to give room for constructive dialogue. But now I'll carry the Bible. No one can stop me from carrying the Bible." End of quote. Now, obviously, Raila knows Jubilee very well. Okay? And indeed, any analyst who knows Jubilee very well would have told you right from the beginning, yeah, that dialogue between NASA and Jubilee is possible, but only under very, what can I say, extraordinary circumstances. Let me just put it like that. Why extraordinary circumstances? Extraordinary circumstances because Jubilee are not living in Kenya. Okay? The way Jubilee is behaving, Jubilee are living in an island, let's just call it Barbados. Yeah? And they're making these decisions from Barbados. Yeah? They have no idea what is going on inside Kenya. Yeah? They're relying on second-hand accounts, second-hand accounts of what's happening. Yeah? They're relying on sycophants. Yes, you're president. Yeah, don't worry. You have the power. You have state machinery. What can they do? What can they say? You know, those people speak like that. Yeah? People have completely lost touch with what is happening on the ground. Those are the people in very powerful positions, the people making decisions in Jubilee. Nasio matusi. And I've said it here before, and I will say it again. Anybody, any Kenyan, yeah, because I also hear ordinary Kenyans talking in the same way. Any Kenyan, yeah, who cheats himself, yeah, that there's no need for negotiations, things will go back to normal, yeah, people will move on, yes, and forget, yes. Any Kenyan thinking like that, as Raila put it in Kilifi, is not living in Kenya. That is a given. And that is why I've said the Jubilee High Command does not live in Kenya. Therefore, it is very difficult to expect that Jubilee will sit down on a negotiation table, yeah, when they live in Barbados. And the other side, NASA, are living in Kenya. Watasikilizanaje? So, in my view, in giving in to the pressure, yeah, which was being brought to bear on him, Raila Odinga knew in his mind that this was not going to work. Yeah, there was going to be no negotiations which will take place. He knew, yeah, and indeed many of us knew. Those trying very hard to bring the two sides together should be encouraged. Yeah, get me right. They should be encouraged. Okay, the clergy and the diplomats. However, they need a local consultant, somebody who is on the ground, somebody who really knows what is happening in Kenya today. Yeah, so that when they come up with an idea, they'll be told, no, that will not work, let's try another route. Okay, otherwise there'll be a lot of time wasted. Yeah, because you know the diplomatic community wasted a lot of time convincing NASA, oh, you know, let us negotiate, hold to your plans. Well, what they should have done, they should have started with Jubilee. Because the huge problem here, you know, wale watakuwa ngumu sana kuleta to the negotiation table, the people will be very difficult to bring to the negotiation table, are Jubilee. And the reason should be very obvious. Nobody likes coming to a negotiation table without having an ace, an ace or two up their sleeve. Yeah, nobody likes coming empty-handed to the negotiation table. And if Jubilee actually come to the negotiation table, they'll be empty-handed. Yeah, They don't have the numbers. They don't have the they don't have the legitimacy. Yes. Human rights record hawana. Yeah. And there are so many things that are pointing at Jubilee. Gosh, coming to the negotiation table for them at this point in time will be suicide. And it is times like this in life, yeah, that Jubilee needs to stand up and say, hold on a minute. The country is bigger than me. Yeah, let me do something that will stand the test of time. Yeah, those are the times for somebody to sit, afunge breaks, yeah, looks back and realizes that where they are going will lead absolutely nowhere. Because in my view, Jubilee are in a very impossible position, okay? Because they cannot negotiate, yeah, for obvious reasons, okay? But then what is the other alternative? Yeah, because not negotiating is worse than negotiating, much worse. You don't know why not negotiating is much worse? Fine, I'll tell you in the next episode, yeah, in this series. You know the drill. Click on that link on the top left hand corner and you'll be there. I'll see you there in a bit. This is Kshs Kumekucha.